So it seems like a lot of people missed the point of my latest video about FFLogs. It seems that in the comments, people were having discussions and debates and arguments about how much they're parsing, how much so-and-so is parsing, how much I'm parsing, which was completely besides the point of the whole video. What I wanted to show in that video was how it's wrong to abuse and harass other players with FFLogs. That was the whole point. But I thought it might be cool if I kind of take you through the narrative choices that I made when I wrote the script and why I made the decisions that I did, and also kind of give you my own personal opinions about damage meters in general, not just FFLogs, but in other games, damage meters, and what I think about them really. So firstly, I just want to say that I think FFLogs is amazing. I think it's a fantastic tool. I think that it's excellent for learning and for constructive criticism in a friendly and educational environment. I found out about FFLogs when I was raiding in Alexander Savage. I didn't know about it until some of my static members told me about it and how it works. And at that time, you know, I think I was performing even less well than I'm performing now. I don't pretend to be good at the game. Like, I'm not. I'm just here to make funny videos about butts. Like, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm here to have fun. I'm not trying to do world prog or even be in the top 10% players. But I'm just trying to learn and improve and have a good time. And so I think that it, for me, has helped me grow into a stronger player, but I don't think that it's necessary for everyone to use. I think that if used properly, it can be an enormous boon to you, but I don't think that it's totally necessary. If it's not really, if you're happy with the progress that you're making and you're in a static that is fine with not using FFLogs and everybody's fine with it, then you do you. That's fine. But FFLogs is a very controversial subject, and parsers is a controversial subject. Yoshi P, whenever he is asked about damage meters and parsing, he usually has a pretty negative response to that, and it's for a good reason. The reason is that some players use this information to abuse and harass other people, and that's what's not okay. That's what I tried to make fun of in the video, and that's what is the real big problem with it overall. Whenever I started doing research for this script before I had it written, normally I will do some research and just see what is the vibe, what's the feeling in the air about the topic. I found some pretty terrible stuff that people were saying to each other just in discussions about FFLogs. I found, and here's some direct quotes. I'm not going to say from whom, obviously, but these are some direct quotes that I kept in my notes as I was writing the script. FFLogs should be deleted. 90% of people who use it are toxic shitters. Now, that's a phrase that I borrowed for the script. I wonder if there's a reason why somebody wouldn't want their logs uploaded publicly. I don't play this game to carry bad players. And let me go check your FFLogs to see if I'm not arguing with a shitter. Now, these are all things from different people that came up in conversations about FFLogs, and they're all incredibly toxic, and they are all have, even though a couple of them are from a different perspective, they all have the same sense of let's judge other people based on this tool. I get it. It's okay if you don't want to play with people that you think are not as good at the game as you based on what you see in FFLogs. That's fine. But that doesn't give you a right to be a jerk about it. In a best case scenario, if you know the person, maybe you can introduce them to FFLogs and help them get on their path to improvement. I think the core of the problem is that some people in MMOs and games, not just MMOs, tend to value their own self-worth based on their performance in the game. Maybe they're really insecure in real life. Maybe they have some other issues. But some people tend to identify so much with their character that their own sense of worth, self-worth, is tied to their numbers and their performance. And to some people, they really do feel, if I don't hit that number, I'm bad. You know, I'm not good enough. And this is something that I have a huge problem with, because then they take that same attitude in their interactions with other players. And one thing that I just wanted to show was, you know, we're all part of a community. We're all gamers, and we play games presumably to have fun. That's supposed to be why we play games, is to have fun. And though sometimes I wonder with some people how much fun they're having. But basically in the video, I made sure to show different perspectives on it. So you might see that in scene 1, it's a group of players who are not for FFLogs, and they don't all have terrible reasons for not being for it. You know, obviously it's satire, and I blowed some stuff out of proportion, but I tried to represent a few different perspectives on it. Then in scene 2, we have the elitist jerk who I play because I generally like to be the butt of my own joke if I can. I said butt. That's why I laughed. But so I tried to be the elitist jerk, and, you know, tried to be that person that is rude to others and harasses others because of what color they are, what numbers they are doing, and that's the whole joke. I can't believe I have to sit here and say that, but I do. A lot of people miss the point that was the joke. And then, you know, the kicker was supposed to be that, oh, actually, this person is not that great themselves, you know. And how many times have you seen that in your play when somebody that's super toxic turns out to not be that great after all? Great at the game. To go back to my point of, just because you're not great at the game doesn't mean you're not great, because you can still be a good person. You can still be great and fun to be around, and not be a top tier player. Okay, that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the video. So I think that I've covered everything that I wanted to about my thoughts on FFLogs, how I think it's an amazing tool, and especially in the hands of people that know how to use it constructively and with kindness and understanding. That's the, you know, it's amazing in the hand, in that kind of, with that kind of an attitude. But it can also be abused, like anything. It can be abused by people that are just trying to harass other people and make themselves feel better by putting others down. There's nothing worse than that. Don't be that guy, please. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this sort of like I guess it's some kind of like a behind the scenes look at this video. Just kind of like editor's thoughts on it, and my thoughts on a game topic. So what do you think about FFLogs? Do you think that it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think it should be deleted? Do you think that people who use it should be deleted? Do you think that everyone with under a certain percentage of damage should be deleted? What do you think about it? And just let me know in the comment section below. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, then please let me know about that too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you from the HQ. I will see you next time.